All right, this is our first game. Actually, I was in a league, and I didn't really get a chance to. I was just getting my feet wet, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So we're definitely behind on the league aspect, but this hand seems pretty good. Um, yeah, let's keep this. So we're playing vintage. We're playing. I'll actually share the deck list in the comments down below in the description below. I forgot the person who I stole this off of, but I got it from someone from MTG Top 8, and they like 5-0 to league with it, I think. And I'm just still like learning because I haven't played vintage in a long time. So I'm still trying to figure out how things work. But I think the answer is pretty clear here, right? We cast Tezzeret. We cast Tezzeret off of this Mana Vault, and then we untap it. Unless they force this, then that would be bad. But if they force it, I think I just Chalice for 0. I'd be surprised if they didn't force. They're on Luris, right? Yeah, they're on Luris. Okay. Um, hmm. Do I want to Chalice for 1? No, I think I want to Chalice for 0. Yeah, Chalice for 0 and then F6. They might want to force. They might force this as well. Okay. We're gonna pass the turn here, and let's see how things go. Yeah, Tezzeret is just very easily something to counter. Oh, they're not gonna do anything. Is this no? They just didn't play a land. Okay. Maybe they all they had were Moxen or something. Yeah, that's possible. Um, no. Okay. So let's go here. Let's just always yield to this. And then, yeah, we don't really have a choice here. This is the only thing we can actually cast. So we're just going to cast it and then pass the turn. Not like we can do much else. They could probably, if they wanted to, they could probably force this. I don't think they will, though. I think they want to draw cards. If they miss the land drop on turn 1, they're probably going to want this. It's a very nice aggro card, I gotta say. I actually really like this card. I when I was playing Vintage, like this card wasn't around either. So I was like still, I was I that card wasn't around when I was playing Vintage a year ago. Okay, so this is not gonna be good. I have nothing to do, right? Because I can't cast any of my spells. They're all either needs non-artifact workshop mana or needs like one more mana to cast. At least the good thing is I'm winning. I have 3 permanents and I'm up on life total. But outside of that, not much else. Okay, we finally got a land. All right. Well, you're the blue player, so I think that this is going to be a okay, an ancestral recall. That's scary. That is definitely scary. I'm just losing life off of this mana crypt. That's what I'm doing. Okay, Black Lotus is unfortunate because I can't cast it. We're gonna have to just pass the turn here again. If I can get like a Saga or like even I'll take even a City of Traders. I'll take that as well. Okay, Lorien revealed. So they're gonna get another land here. They're ahead on lands. They officially have more lands than I do. And my land, like a 3 mana land, is as good as a 1 mana land if I can't cast anything. But I think it was definitely right to cast the Chalice. Um, because otherwise things would have been much worse for me. Um, okay, so I think I actually do want to just play the Black Lotus now. Well, let's hold off for the time being. Let's hold off because I may wanna wait and do it. Maybe let's say they find a way to remove the chalice, then I would be able to get a patchwork trigger and get a Black Lotus too. And there's no reason for me to do it now. I might as well just wait. But yeah, my opponent is on like blue Luris. I don't. There's so many different flavors of Luris. I don't know what type of flavor my opponent is on right now. Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, so Black Lotus is definitely just not a castable spell. Okay, never mind. They're just trying to draw a card. I was gonna say even if I had removed the chalice, even if the chalice got removed, it wouldn't have been good. But yeah, this looks fine. Can we get a source of mana? At this point, I'm just F6ing to the mana vault. Ooh, okay, that's good. Are they gonna remove my patchwork here? I don't know if they can. They'd have to pay. They have to pay up for it. Yeah. All right. So that's fine. Let's play our second workshop and cast a One Ring. Get the trigger here. They're probably going to counter this. Spell Pierce. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Can I pay for it? I don't think I can. No. Yeah. I was going to say, it almost looked like the computer would let me, but I wouldn't be able to anyway. All right, let's cast the Black Lotus. Get some triggers here. Get the counter. And then let's attack. Yes, we're going to lose all this mana, and then begin combat, attack. Okay, so this is where it gets a little awkward because none of the cards in our hand can be cast off of any of our lands, and the one thing that can add mana to cast like the Tezzeret is tapped and will not untap. I'm beginning to think Karn is like bad. I mean, I only have one copy, but still. Okay. So we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to just go to draw. Okay, Scrolling Crawler is good. Let's cast this so that we can get a counter on the patchwork. If they counter the Scrolling Crawler, that's fine. Okay, they're going to make a token. That's fine. I'm still going to be able to power through this, I think. Plus, if they draw cards, they're gonna lose life. So there's that. I think we're looking pretty good here. All right. So we're just gonna pass here, and let's see what they do because they're gonna create another. They're gonna create another token with Soul Ring, and then they have access to 2 more mana and possibly a third if they drop a land. They're gonna have 2 3/3s. So we need to like figure out a way. They're gonna try to. Oh, they're not gonna create a token here. They're gonna do something else. Oh, they're gonna use Flame of Anor, aren't they? To get rid of Patchwork. They're gonna pay the Soul Ring to get rid of Patchwork here. Yeah. Oh, no, they're gonna get rid of the Scrolling Trawler. Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, I think I got the better end of that exchange, cause it was either 1 for 1. The Flame of Nor, actually they lost a bunch of life from this, didn't they? Yeah, they lost like 2 extra life from that. So that's pretty cool. Oh, they're running Mox Opal. Interesting. I guess that makes sense because it goes to the graveyard if they play a second one. Okay, stock up. I know. I wasn't around vintage when stock up was a thing. I know that stock up saw a lot of play in vintage too. I just wasn't around when that was a thing either. So there's that. And again, none of the cards in my hand can do anything. So I'm just kind of screwed here. Okay, 4 blue mana. Oh, Paradoxical Outcome. Okay, so I'm just dead. Yeah, 10 cards in hand. Yeah. They can probably find a way to get like 14 artifacts. Like just get like, yeah, they can probably find a way to get 14 artifacts and then kill me that way. So I'm gonna concede here. I'm gonna save us some time. Yeah, it's a GG. I'm not winning this. I'm not winning that game. I'm not winning a game where you're paradoxical outcoming twice in the same turn. All right, so I guess we're gonna Mind Break Trap here, right? Is that a good card? Exile any number of target spells. If an opponent casts 3 or more spells, yeah, I guess that's a good card. Let's remove from sideboard. I don't think Dismember is gonna be that useful. Null Rod might be good. Yeah, Null Rod I could see being good. And then the Master Cores, are they going to be good at all? Non-land permanent. Yeah, this could be good. The problem is, like, I don't know. I think the problem with the last game was that I had Karn, and I just couldn't cast it. Tezzeret, I think, is good. Maybe cut a Glaring Fleshraker. Maybe run 2 Glaring Fleshrakers and, like, cut a top or 2. 2 Fleshrakers, 2 tops. And then just go Null Rod, Chalice, Vexing Bauble. Is there anything else that I want to cut here? I think the Mind Break Traps are good. Yeah, I think that's still pretty useful. I think I still need all those things. Let's just submit the deck and see how we do. I'm not very good with sideboarding. But I think we're not in a terrible position game 2. Okay, this is a good hand. We're going to keep this. Yeah, I like this hand a lot because we have a second Tezzeret if we need to do that. We have land, City of Traders. Like, even though both of our lands eventually go to the graveyard somewhat, we're going to have so many things popping off that I think it's going to be worth it. So what we'll do is we'll go Mox, land, cast Tezz, and let's see if this gets countered. If it does, that's fine because we have another one. Yeah, that's fine. The question is, do I want to hold off on playing the Tezzeret next turn and just seeing if I can just Saga? It's probably better to just Saga, right? And just cast Tezzeret in the future. Okay, I can't do anything, so I'm going to F6. I think Yeah, so they're gonna Jip Probe me. Let's just see what we draw here. Okay, Talon Gates is good. Let's pass priority on this. Okay. Yeah, Talon Gates is good. I'm gonna play the Talon Gates only because I don't have anything else to do. Yeah, I'd rather play that than the City of Traders, honestly. Oh, you know what I could do is I could activate it and put it onto the battlefield. No, I'd rather just play it. Okay. And then we're just gonna pass here because I do want to create some tokens eventually. Okay, stock up is annoying. 5 cards, put 2 of them into your hand. It's really strong. It's like a way better divination. All right, so let's activate this. Let's get our construct, untap. Let's draw. And then let's once again do our thing. Okay, I guess we just get top, right? The thing is, I don't think this actually wins, though. Because I need to cast a colorless spell after I cast the Glaring Fleshraker. So, there's no point in doing this now. I feel like what I should do instead is play the Tezzeret. Because I don't have enough mana to do the Glaring Fleshraker thing. This is probably getting countered. Okay. Let's... I could search my library for... Oof. Yeah, I could search my library for like Black Lotus or something. But I still wouldn't be able to cast Glaring Fleshraker off of that. No, let's just untap. Actually, no. It makes sense for us to search our library and get something here. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Ooh, Chalice of the Void seems good. Yeah, let's get Chalice of the Void. Seems like it stops everything my opponent wants to be doing. Okay. Alright, so they're going to do that. So we know one card in their hand is Tundra. We're going to get a loyalty counter here, and then we're just going to attack. Yeah, it made more sense to search for an artifact that I could play and then get... Because that pumps both of these constructs rather than just putting a counter on one of them. Like I said, I'm still learning how to play Vintage because I haven't played in a long time. The format's like completely different than what it was a year ago. You know? Oh, Portable Hole. Okay, that's fine. What are you going to get here? Chalice? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? I wasn't even trying to win with Chalice. But if you're gonna win with Paradoxical Outcome, then that might be a problem for me. Actually, oh yeah, you have to do that, I guess. You weren't gonna, you can't bounce the, you could bounce the portal hole, but then Chalice would come back. All right, if there's another Paradoxical Outcome, I might concede. But either way, I think it's either like do or die, right? They have one turn to survive. They don't have enough mana. They don't have blue mana to cast the Thunderclap thing. So, yeah, let's see. Guess we'll just do this, and then yeah, I guess we're just gonna try to win the game then, right? Because we got to deal something here. Okay, they're going to force this, which means we get to deal lethal to them. Okay, let's cast Manifold Key, I guess. And then let's cast the Black Lotus. Okay, and then I'm just trying to think about all of our possibilities of how we can screw this up. Let's just search our library for an artifact here. I think it's got to be Vexing Bauble, right? Probably should have done that before the Glaring Fleshraker, but whatever. Okay, go to combat. I think we can safely go to combat now. I'm like I get so nervous when I play Vintage because I never know what my opponent is doing. All right, that's fine. So Vexing Bauble makes it really hard for them to win through this. I know they have Thunderclap, so they're probably going to do that. They won't be able to cast any of their Moxen if they Paradoxical Outcome, though. They're going to Offspring, so they're going to get like a bunch of cards here. I think, actually, no, I'm sorry, they just get 2 cards. But still, it's like they get to look at the top 8 cards of their deck, which is still pretty crazy. So that means they're going to have, what, 5 cards in their hand? They're going to have the 5 best cards in their hand. Flame of Anor, okay. Yeah, I'm scared. Okay, well, there's a Patchwork Automaton. Probably just want to cast it. Get something here. And then do I want to just... I think I want to just attack. Right? It makes sense to attack. Okay, and I actually want to I think I'm just gonna untap the Patchwork and get a counter on it. Make it a little bit harder for them. And then next turn, but at the end of their turn, we can just look at the top 5 with the Sensei's top. We have to be mindful of the time though. We're pretty close as far as time goes. So I'm gonna look at the top cards of my library to see what's going on after this. What are you doing? Flame of Anor. Oh, you're gonna Flame of Anor the... Okay. Destroy target artifact. Okay, so they're gonna do that. That's fine. So they're gonna target those. I'm gonna respond by drawing a card. And that should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. If only there was a way to give something trample. That would be so great. Oh, you know what? I had a manifold key this entire time. I could have... Oh, gosh. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know how to play Vintage. I didn't realize that I could attack. Oh, no. Okay, well, we learned something. Yeah, that's crazy. That I just had the win, and I never actually did it. I didn't do it with the manifold key. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. Let's not think about that. Let's try to... Is there anything else we can get here? I forgot to look at the top card of my library with Sensei's top 2. Let's see what's on the top. Okay, well, we've got a Sprawling Crawler, which is nice. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that. I think there's a way to untap. Is there a way to untap the Sensei's top and draw another card? I think there is. But I forgot how to do this. I think I have to hold priority, right? How do you hold priority? Hold to keep priority is control. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go control. I'm going to draw. And then I'm going to untap. And then I'm going to draw again. Cool. I figured out how to do that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is cast this thing off of the city. Okay, and then I don't really want to play the Ancient Tomb because I think City of Traders is actually a better card. But actually, if I really wanted to do something good, we have 28 life. Let's just do this. Let's look at the top card again. See what it is. Okay, so we could theoretically grab Mana Vault and just get a bunch of mana. Untap the Mana Vault with... No, we got to do something with that mana though. We got to do something with that mana. So let's just do this. Let's just put this on top. Put this on top. I like the Mana Vault. And let's just find the Mana Vault with this, with the Tezzeret, and then look at the top card of our library again. But actually I think Soul Ring might be better. Okay. This is at the beginning of my upkeep, right? Each player draws a card. That's pretty good, actually. I thought this said, I thought Scrawling Trawler was like your opponent draws an extra card or something like that on their turn. So I didn't realize that's what it did. Okay, so they're at 1 life here. They can't draw any more lands. They can't draw any more cards. They have to find exactly like 1 removal spell for this Scrawling Trawler, because on my turn they would lose. Okay, they got the Demonic Tutor, so they'll find what? They're gonna find another Source of Plowshares. Let's just spin the top here. I mean, I don't care about the Misha's Workshop. So if anything, I care about the Null Rod. I probably want Null Rod on my deck so that I can... I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I know this is getting Source of Plowshares, so... Yep, that's fine. They're probably going to pass to the next phase so that I don't have mana to use. Would be nice to have like some sort of removal spell of some sort. I don't know. Or I should say protection piece, some way to prevent people from removing your artifacts. This is another reason why I don't play too much Vintage, because the games can go on for a very long time. Like, very long. Yeah, Black Lotus is fine. Oh, you didn't get Source of Plowshares. Oh, this is Destroy All Artifacts, isn't it? This is like Shatterstorm or something crazy like that. Another Paradoxical? Oh, Flame of Anor, okay. I think... Oh, wait. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, if they drew 2 cards, they would still lose because the thing would trigger. Alright, you know what? I might as well look at the top card again, just to use up my mana. Yeah, any order, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter at this point, because what I'm gonna do is I actually don't really like Null Rod here, especially when they only have 1 card in hand. Let's do this. Let's look at the top cards again and just see what we're dealing with. Because we can just shuffle with Tezzeret. That's the one thing I like about this. It's like a ponder slash... It's like Sensei's Top is like, look at the top 6 cards of your library with Tezzeret, because you can shuffle. You can look at the top 3, shuffle, and then look at the top 3 again. You know? It's kind of crazy. For like 2 mana, you get to look at the top 6 cards of your library. Look at 6 cards, basically. And, what am I looking for? I guess I'm just looking for anything. I'm looking for specifically that skull thing. So this isn't going to do anything for me. Any order. Let's search our library for something that ideally can draw a card. Sensei's Dot is good. But actually, if we can get a Manifold Key, we could draw 2 cards. And that would be kind of cool. So let's do this. Let's look at the top card of our library again. We have to be fast. We can't be slow. Shoot. None of that does anything. Do we have another way to shuffle? Grim Monolith and Mindbreak Trap. Let's just get Manifold Key here. And let's just do that same thing we did last time. Alright, we're going to do this. Draw. Okay. Draw. Okay. And then Misha's Workshop. So slow things down, I guess. Actually, let's spin the top one last time. Oh, sweet mother. Sweet mother. I'm glad I decided to do that. Alright, just let's see the counter spell. Alright, cool. And then, just for good measure, we're gonna play Null Rod here. Okay. Alright. They'd have to... Okay, cool. I was gonna say they could theoretically get there with, like, Swords of Plowshares, their own creature or something. We have 6 minutes, so I don't think we're gonna win. We have to play, like, glaringly fast. So if we were to play a fast game, what would I be doing in this fast game? I think Scrolling Trawler is absolutely amazing. I think Glaring Fleshraker, if we're gonna go for the fast route and not try to counter anything, I mean, Mindbreak Trap is still good. Maybe I keep like one of those. I still don't think Karn is very good. But if I want to go fast, is that what I'm supposed to do here? Am I supposed to go fast and just like try to aggro them? If I only have 6, I guess, right? Is that what I'm trying to do? Let's bring in Stone Coils, Argentums. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how to play Vintage. I'm still learning. At least in 2025, it's a different format. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess Manifold Key, Vexing Bauble, Time Vault is all good. Tezzeret is good. Mystic Forge is a good enabler, so I like that. But I have to cut some things here. I think if I were to cut something, it would probably be like Tezzeret. Oh, actually, the One Ring is slow too. Let's cut some One Rings, and let's cut a Grim Monolith. Do I want Dismember? Yeah, let's bring in one Dismember. What am I doing with Dismember? Nothing, right? Because I don't need to remove their stuff. I have Manifold Key. Okay. I'm thinking out loud. I'm like, my mind is going a mile a minute. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. We got this. Okay, this hand is 100% a keep. We're going to keep this. We've got 6 minutes on the clock. We're keeping. We're going to try to go fast. Oh, I love this. We have like 3 Scrolling Trawlers. I didn't even notice that when I kept this hand. All right, they're going to do the Thunder Trap thing. We're going to do the Manifold Key thing and just try to swing past these people. Okay. Ooh, actually, this is way better. Let's patchwork this. Let's patchwork this up. They're probably going to counter this. Oh, they're not? Okay, cool. All right. And then we're going to F6. And then next turn we can cast like 2 of these things, which is sick. Next turn we can go Scrolling Trawler with Shops and then cast another Scrolling Trawler with Tolarian Academy if the first one resolves. That's a big if. The other option is we could just cast Argentum Masticore, but I think that having 2 Scrolling Trawlers is just way better. I didn't realize how good this card was until I started playing with it and I started reading it. I was like, whoa, this card is insane. Okay, they're gonna lure us here, which is fine. They get a bunch of mana, that's fine. They're gonna get to gain a bunch of life, that's fine too. I think actually this makes things a little bit different. I think I would want to Argentum Masticore in the context of what's going on right now. Yeah. I think it makes more sense to Argentum Masticore to try to get rid of the Lurrus. They're going to Paradoxical Outcome here. I mean, that's fine. Oh, they're going to Demonotutor. That's fine too. Psychic Frog? Oh, Ancestral Recall. Okay. Oh, then Scrolling Trawler was not casting Scrolling Trawler was a mistake. Okay, let's I'm assuming they're tapped out. Let's see if this Argentum Masticore sticks. They might counter it. No? Oh, it resolves? Okay. All right, let's attack. I don't have time to think. I just have to do. They're not going to block with Lurrus, right? Yeah, as I thought. All right. I mean, 2 Black Lotuses is all they need. A Black Lotus every turn, like 1 Black Lotus activation. Okay. Going off with Paradoxical Outcome. Why didn't I cast the Scrolling Trawler? That would have been the play on turn 1. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, what is their deck trying to do? It's trying to draw a bunch of cards with Paradoxical Outcome. What can I do to stop that or to hinder that? It's to cast the stupid Scrolling Trawler. I didn't read Scrolling Crawler. Scrolling Crawler is what it's called. Oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely losing this game, and it's definitely my fault. I just didn't think about what the right play was at the time, and I could have prevented this. I could have stopped this. Well, let's just put it this way: this league was definitely a crapshoot. We're gonna try to do better next time. All right, we'll gain a bunch of life here. That's fine. Do they have anything else? They've got 10 cards in hand. If they don't start casting things, they're gonna have to discard. They're gonna have to. If I draw like a Shops, they're gonna end up losing 3 life every turn. That's pretty funny. Ooh, did I just win? Hold on a second. I think I just won. Wait. Let's play this a little bit close to the chest. Let's play this a little bit close to the chest. Let's see if the top survives. It does. Let's see if Time Vault survives. This is getting countered, 100%. It's either you counter this or I win with like 5 minutes left on the clock. Okay, that's what I thought. What did they do? Oh, they used Mindbreak Trap. Okay. I was confused. Like, where did the scrolling trawler go? Scrolling crawler. Okay, so they definitely were like jacked on counter spells. So I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know why I said I was gonna win. But yeah, if we attack with this, we're gonna look pretty good. I think they're gonna have to block. Oh, they're not blocking. Okay, that's fine, because they're probably just gonna paradoxical outcome next turn anyway. But like, you see how next turn I can just cast two scrolling trawlers and go with the flow. This is gonna be paradoxical outcome, isn't it? They're less than 5 minutes too, so we're not that far away. Okay, they got the Black Lotus. They have all the pieces they need to paradoxical outcome here. All right, well they're gonna storm off, but let's see if they can win within the next 4 minutes or 5 minutes. I'm tapped out. I mean, I could draw a card off of Sensei's top, but there's no point in doing that. I'm also not even gonna do any upkeep shenanigans either, because why would I tap this Tolarian Academy when I can do stuff with it in my main phase? Let's see. My opponent is. I'm not too frustrated myself for like missing a lot of like making a lot of terrible misplays, because like I said, I'm still trying to figure out. This is like literally my third time playing with this deck, and yeah, no, there's definitely a learning curve to Vintage. I think I'll get back into it though. I'm probably not gonna have time to dedicate myself to like full on Vintage or full time streaming or whatever, but I do enjoy playing Magic on the occasional time that I do. So we're just gonna let our opponent go off. I'm pretty sure they won this, but we'll see. They have 3.5 minutes to do this, to do what they're gonna do. They need to find like tendrils, I guess. Is that what they're? That'd probably be the easiest thing, really, is to just tendrils me out. Is this another pair? Oh, this is Luris. Okay. So the cool thing about Luris is you can just keep casting Black Lotus from your graveyard every time you cast a Luris. So that's pretty cool. Oh, they're gonna Thunder Trap. Fine, just win. Just win. You have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, Hercule's Recall is a thing. So I'm not getting an untapped step, but if I did, I'd probably go like Patchwork, Manifold Key, or Sensei's Top off of shops, and then like Scrolling Trawler or something. Oh, they can draw a bunch of cards here. Are they tapped out? Do they not have any other plays? No, they're definitely gonna play more spells. I was gonna be like, oh, what? They're gonna go to cleanup? Why didn't they just win? What? That's crazy. All right. Well, I mean, I can just next turn. I'm gonna do what I just said I was gonna do. Um, and that is I'm gonna go Patchwork. Manifold Key. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then let's cast this off of this. let's spin the top. Okay, let's put this. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Let's just do this. See what they got. This is another Hercules recall. Flame of Anor, okay. Oh, they're gonna get rid of both of my things. That's fine. They still have to spin the top. I'm at 20, they're at 10. They got 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, actually, can we? Oh, I can't. I'm just gonna. When I get to my turn, I mean, my turn is pretty simple. I'm just gonna cast Scrolling Trawler and pass. Oh, they're gonna time walk. Okay. If they can create enough tokens, if they can create like 10 tokens. Oh, they're gonna time walk again. Wow. Yeah, that's really strong. Can they do this in 1 minute though? One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, if they have one more thing. No, they have to. Okay, so they're just gonna attack me, I think. Yeah, I think they win now, because it's as simple as just attacking me for everything. Yeah, that's the GG. Yeah, that was a close game because they almost ran out of time. All right, that was a close game. They were 23 seconds away from losing. Oof. All right, well, that was pretty crazy. Um, like I said, I'm doing pretty bad on this league, but maybe I'll stream again. Maybe I'll play some more again. Um, Thanks for watching, everyone who did. It was a lot of fun. I might be playing more Magic on this channel. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on Magic and like regular non-TCG Pocket Pokemon stuff on this channel, and then all the TCG Pocket stuff will be on my other channels. So anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves.